How y'all doing? It's Devorjae, and this is True 7. And this episode is all about Libra. And since we're talking about Libra, Libra is my moon sign. So I happen to know a whole lot about Libra and all the characteristics that will match with it. So if your Libra is in the sun, in your sun, Libra is in your moon, or Libra is in your Venus, or either your sign is even in the house of the seventh house, basically, of Libra, you can pretty much probably fill out these characteristics or match up or resonate with these. So yeah, Libra is an air sign, and its symbol is basically the scales, or a woman holding the scales. And with it being the balance, it's basically in the middle, along with Virgo of the zodiac chart, finding balance within the human psyche. And Libra is more; it's about the outside world and the people more than it is about itself, because it's about bringing balance to the environment, basically, and to the outside. So that most people who are Libras, also since Libra's the ruling planet is Venus, it's going to be about magnetism and setting a baseline balance level, as I would say, for everyone, and it's going to have to do with also, I guess, since Libra is ruled by Venus, it's going to be a lot about beauty and not perfection, but balance. With Venus being a more of a feminine planet and a physical, attractive planet, most Libras that you know, they're going to be very attractive in some way. If it's not physical, it's going to be their personality. They're all around. All Libras are going to be attractive, which leads into the I don't want to say sedity, but it leads into the somewhat like the it's very close related with Piscean, because it's not a dual sign, but it's its own special sign, because it's happening to weigh out two things, and which goes into the indecisiveness of a Libra, because they're so worried about the outside and making the outside feel okay, make sure everything's good on the outside, that it's hard for them to make decisions for themselves, because they have to get basically accommodation from someone else when they make their decisions, and because they have to calculate and get all the information in about and compare each person's analysis and each person's thoughts to, and then along with theirs, to know which side they're going to lean towards. And a lot of people don't like that about Libras, because it leads to that the attribute or the characteristic of I guess not, I don't want to say backhanded, but just always seeking accommodation from someone. People don't like that, basically, because they're not going to pick a side. People, in all honesty, like people to pick and choose sides, but Libra is all not about that. It's about just going to pick a side. It's going to make sure it's the quote unquote, I guess, right one or best one. So, but it depends on the placements in the chart. But mostly Libras are that's what they look for. But with them being the cardinal air sign, remember they're air, so they have to communicate. But they're also a leader within their communication, which is why they're trying to take information from everyone on the outside. So it's like it's the both sides of the coin. It's you can put the negative characteristics on it, but the same things you put the negatives on, you also put the positives on, because that's what makes the psyche of Libra. So I guess even more going with Libra, as I said, it's right in the middle of the chart, and it's also the seventh sign. And Libra is since Libra has to gain information and knowledge from everywhere, from everything. Libras look into everything, and that's the thing. And then they find their own balance within the middle of everything. Even if a Libra, you can be a Libra, and you can be very religious, they're going to have a lot of spiritual knowledge, and they're going to know the truths of it, because with it being the seventh sign, 7 is a mystical number. 7 is all about going and searching and researching things. So even with a religious minded type person, even within Sagittarius, they carry the same label. And but back on with more with Libra, they're still going to have a know about something outside the order. And then most Libras you're going to find within the judicial system, along with Scorpios. All those signs in the back of the chart, those are the ones that are going to be within the law systems, because they're trying to figure out stuff for everybody and have a rulership and find out stuff in the end, because that's how the psyche runs. And then this is the thing, though, the opposite of Libra is Aries, and I can talk about this and speak on this because my sun is in Aries. So, but Aries is also the mystical sign because it's where everything starts from. So that's how the connection between Aries and Libra goes within the mystical aspect and within the finding out knowledge about everything, because Libra knows that there was a beginning to it and there's the end, which is why it's basically in the middle, balancing out all of that, with it being a female holding it, because before Libra is Virgo, which is the purification side and the pure side and the efficient side. And once all that logic in its own form, in its own technique, in its own movement, in its own process to work out within the outside world, once all that's figured out by Virgo, then comes the balancing of it and weighing its options out on which side to lean towards and what to put effort into and what to help out and what to give in. So I guess that's some more understanding of it, so you can get the evolution within that psyche of the zodiac wheel. But yeah, so number 7 is also attributed with Libra. And when you even hear the word Libra, it also goes with Libre within the Spaniard culture and how all that transpired into what we speak now, within the English language, I mean. But Libre means basically library. You hear Libra, library, books, knowledge, bringing forth knowledge, bringing forth balance, whatever. Also, within the judicial system, the symbol is you also see the scale symbolism within that. I already said you're going to find most of those people within that judicial system. So I guess more on Libra. I guess more of the psyche, so I can tell about how Libras are. Libras, something about Libra. Libra, since it's all about the outside of the people, Libras don't travel alone. Even though that's the cool thing about the air sign. With it being a leadership air sign, it's still going to be communicative and still want people around. It's not all about self and being alone and caring. It's about, hey, if I'm going, everybody's going. I need at least one person walking with me. I'm going. I need at least one person doing this, because Libra knows there's strength in numbers and all that kind of stuff. So Libras, usually when you're looking at a pack of pretty girls, that there's going to be a Libra in it, and then she's going to have a Leo next to her and a Virgo, because they're all about the beauty within Venus, and all about status and all about the flash and all about numbers. And, so that's just basically, I'm probably sitting, people are like, oh man, this shit is weird. How you know that? But yeah, that's just how Libras go. With some more facts about Libra. And keep in mind, like I said, if your sun is in Libra, if your moon is in Libra, your Venus is in Libra, or in the house of, you're gonna resonate with most of this stuff. Something else with Libra. Oh yeah, so Libra rules the pelvic hip area, and also the spinal cord, and the leading up to the shoulders. And I'll touch on the air signs and how all of those body parts are going to link, because as the backbone links to the shoulders and whatnot, it gets the Gemini, which is the other air sign, and that's a dual air sign. So, but I'll touch on that in another video further in teaching this stuff. But yeah, Libra rules the hip, buttocks area, pelvic area, and it's in the middle of the body. The middle, your middle of your body is basically this whole area, and it keeps the equilibrium within your body. So even me saying that word, you hear Libra. So with those being the body parts, usually when you look at a Libra, that's why they're within the sign of Venus, within the sign of beauty, next to Virgo. The Virgo is all about perfection. The Libra is about basically edging everything out, the hips, the curves, and whatnot. So it's a sign of beauty, and more with Psyche of Libra. Libras, they have to have partnerships. I think I kind of touched on it by saying they travel in packs and they're always in groups, because they need someone to bounce their ideas off of. They need someone to speak to compare ideas, to know what they need to toss away and what's better and what's not better. So yeah, within relationships, they're relationship type people. They're gonna see a Libra. You see a Libra who is single, they're probably like it's bad for their health. I'm just in general gonna say if your sun sign is in Libra or your moon is in Libra and you're not in a relationship, basically you're not going towards your soul purpose and you're kind of killing off your life. And that's just plain and simple. But Libras backhanded compliment people because, as I said, they look for approval to see if it's cool to do what they're doing. But Libra, what else more on Libra? What's more on Libra? It says it goes with the number 7, and with 22 also. Those are the mystical numbers. I already touched on that. Libra. I already touched on it being next to the signs. There's next to, they tribute with each other. Also, I guess depending on the placements and whatnot around it, it goes. I already talked about with it being in the judicial system, but their Libras are usually public speakers. Because I said they're all about people. They're all about the outside world. And as within the evolution of the zodiac wheel and the psyche of the human psyche within the zodiac wheel, because everyone contains all the signs, it's dealing with the outside world. Because once you get past the first 4 sector of the signs and you get to that next sector, when it gets into Leo, then next you're getting into Libra. It's basically it's taking the attention off self and transitioning into the outside world within the human psyche, which is why again it brings the balance scales. But I wish I could. There's probably a whole bunch more that I can go on to say with Libra, but I'm just trying to basically break down and let y'all know the psyche of Libra, the symbolism of Libra, why Libra is Libra, where it originates from, and that part of the psyche of Libra. So, if you have any more questions, I'll do a video on Libra. I'll probably do some more videos on Libra and get a little bit more information. But pretty much that's just the reading of Libra and pretty much the baseline of the thought processes of Libra and how it goes and the characteristics of it. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all have a good night and look forward to this next video talking about shifts. Yeah.